Morning, everybody. Well, good afternoon. I just woke up. Um, no, today is very, very hot today, so that's why I wear my sunglasses because it's just too beautiful today. But anywho, today, I had something I kind of want to talk about, and last night I was working. Me and this younger fella who we were both training. We were very, very easy to talk to, so to speak. And I decided to bring up some interesting, what is it? Interesting take on AI, artificial intelligence. And I still don't understand it today. And for instance, ask yourself this question: why is everyone against artificial intelligence? Why are people repulsive against them? Like this topic. And including the American people. Everybody I talk to in America, they're just super, super anti artificial intelligence. Even kids are, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm actually pro on artificial intelligence because it made my life a lot easier. I'm still learning some stuff. It got me where I'm at, and it's going to be the future. Sorry about that. But no, there are people that I know and I see a lot, and when I talk about like artificial intelligence with them, they just become very repulsive. They get very not, like antagonistic as hell. Like, um, no, that's never gonna happen. They're not gonna take my job, and da 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 da. And this is the future type of stuff. And this is just only what I experienced in the America. I don't think anyone outside of that don't actually, most people outside of this country don't really care about artificial intelligence, but it is here. So why am I bringing this up? Well, you got to ask yourself a question: is why are these people being repulsive? And I'll give you a reason why, based on the tippy top of my head, is that most of these people are scared of the unknown, and I'm a firm believer in that, because they don't understand the power of this tool that can actually change your lives, or they could get replaced by you. Everything is a number in this country, including your job, everything, and not just that. Things are getting more expensive. I don't advise people to come here because it's just, we're not doing good as a society, so to speak. Um, no, it's just, I was just wondering because I was talking to this guy and I was saying the beautiful things about it, because it helps you create things that you normally would never thought yourself could create. And they're just super, super antagonistic. They shot it down. They said, oh, this is not going to do this. And I'm like, sooner or later, it's just this stupid denial, in my opinion. And I believe that artificial intelligence will make your life better. However, there's a cost. For instance, it's mainly going to be for the rich people only club, because they can afford it. And when you can't pay $100 for 10 minutes to make a idea, you're going to be left out. That's why I always say to people, you're always going to be left out, because you know why? It's here and it's never going to go away. Yeah, there's some problems with it. I mean, but at the same time, other than that, it is effective. It is a life changer. It is something that not a lot of people could think about. And when I hear people who go against the notion that oh, this is never going to happen, and this is never going to do this. It proves my point. Like, people who don't want to be part of this, you're going to have a rude awakening in the future. You are. Because sooner or later, your skills don't make your identity. And that's the thing here, too, in this country. Our skills represents, or our job identified us. It's super, super important. It's going away anymore. Your job doesn't mean shit, What you do for work doesn't mean anything. So now I'm a firm believer your ideas will be the beneficial of the ideas that you can do with artificial intelligence can make identification. It can identify you more than your work. Give me a second. I need some coffee. A little too hot, but no. It's weird. It's weird today. It's just very, very weird because people just don't understand the fact that the games change. Your votes don't matter. Our culture's been sold out by corporations. Corporations makes the rules, and not just that. Your job's going to be replaced, whether it be by migrants or robots. So the million-dollar question is, what are you going to do about it? Well, here's some solution. I'm not going to tell you how to do things. It's like, how are you going to lose weight when you're sitting on your ass all day? You have to exercise, you have to work, you have to make sure everything works out. So, back to what I was saying, it's important to use this product for productivity. Not a lot of people want to do that because it goes against their safety net. And I'm just going to be real here. If you have one income, that's not good enough. Like, even though I get paid more, it's not good enough because you know why? I can easily be replaced. That's something you should be worried about. That should keep you up at night, actually. But the funny thing is, a lot of these people are against it who don't understand the capacity of this thing that can actually do things that can actually make your life easy, or learn new things. And then we switch to education. That's the thing. I'm against this. Oh, I'm a hands-on. I'm a visual. I listen. I don't give a shit. I'm a firm believer that no matter whether you're this, and that, we're gonna go and teach you very critical, and we're gonna make you really, 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 really stronger, so to speak. We'll grab the weakest guy and make him strong. Because I'm a firm believer that if you want to have a strong nation, everybody should know how to read and write fluently, But a lot of people can't read and write. They can't. Like, ask anyone who can read a book, they can't read a book. It's getting unpopular in America. That's very, very sad, in my opinion. But on the flip note, it's our future. This is our future. And it's just, sooner or later, you're going to wake up 10 years not having anything and missing out on an opportunity that your great-great-grandfather never thought you could do, You don't have to hire a lawyer. Lawyers are going to go out of business soon. Big corporations will go out of business, such as like clothing brands, retails. What else? Uber. Yeah, it's something to think about because we're in a point right now where everything's going to be very, very different. And I don't think the American people are ready for that. I don't think no one's ready for that, to be honest. But I think it's important to be part of it as soon as possible. Learn something, get a skill from it, and then market it. And then try to get something out of it. Because I'm not going to lie, this way of doing things like Uber, these side gigs and these second jobs, your full-time job, working in anywhere, I don't think it's safe. Nothing's safe anymore. And you need to keep an eye on that. Because you know why? You're easy to be replaced by some illiterate immigrant from a third world country versus a robot that can just follow coding and patterning. So I remember back in the early 2000s where people says, "Oh, if you don't get in computers, you're going to get missed out." And look at them now. They're crying because they don't have a job now. Because artificial intelligence took their jobs. That's just the bottom line. Anyone could do that now. Anyone could code. Anyone could do that. The problem is, sorry. Just trying to pull up my knuckle. My hands are tight. What is real work? You gotta ask yourself at the end of the day. Like, all these guys are like, you gotta do real work. I don't know what that means. This is 2026. What are you talking about? Sooner or later, people are gonna be like, your work doesn't mean anything, slave. And you're gonna be laughing. Think of this as like an opportunity. In order for you to become noble and be a high class, you have to pick up the sword and go to war. That was the Middle Age. Or you could sit in the field and be a serf, get paid less. The funny thing is, a lot of like your job as a serf versus this artificial intelligence is your sword. You go out there and make yourself out of it. This could actually push you to the limit of your true potential. But again, the American people are very repulsive. They're very, very what do you call it? They don't want to learn shit. They never want to learn shit after they got out of school. Why? Because that's how fucking lazy these people are. And when I see people who says, "Oh, you need to do work, real work. You need to work like back in my day." Well, things are different, old man. So shut your pipeline and let us do the talking. You know. Every time I hear a person, he's like, "Back in my day," I just want to sucker them. Why? Because things are different. You know. We are going to war. We're at war right now. America's not doing well. We're not the best anymore. And not just that. We think our job is comfortable. It's not. So this is my question for you today. What are you going to do about it? And either join and be part of the machine, be comfortable where you're at, or learn how to pick up the sword and make yourself a knowable with your ideas. I think that's the best route of everything, you know. But that's all I got for today. If you like, subscribe. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I wish you guys a wonderful, blessed day, and stay safe out there. See you in the next round.